teachers and kids can do.
So, being new to the school district,
Right.
and I have a child in kindergarten,
Mm-hmm.
I guess my question is, this seems to me, it's like, oh, well, this seems pretty obvious. If this is the kind of school that we would go to, what kind of school are we now? Is the implication that this isn't how kids are learning now when my child comes to school? Is it just, I guess I really have no idea.
You know, there's creativity and people are doing extra things, but a concerted effort to say, we're going to do some projects and we're going to build in these leadership skills, which is in another room, and we're going to build in these habits of the mind, like all of these pieces for this project that they're going to remember forever. And we're going to do so many projects each school year instead of one culminating or whatever, a planned out piece. Then you're not having hit or miss. And you're looking at it as a school K-5 in all your subjects and integrating subjects instead of subject specific. So you might be doing everyday math, but applying the math in science and social studies.
That's what I see it too, is it's just more of a, it's more of an application. What's the application to what you're learning? So we're learning now, and we can show you on a test, but how can we apply it to real life? So really it's looking at those types of applications and those types of systems that we put in.
It sounds to me like in order to consider yourself a 21st century school, you really need to be using 21st century technology as well as have teachers that are adept at using the 21st century technology, using Skype, using eval, using even social networking media, things that are used every day. How long of a rollout is this? How long does it take to get teachers up to speed? I mean, it seems to me as if it's quite a bit of change in
And here's what I would say to you. Anthony's fourth grade teachers are in the digital educator program.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole fourth grade is working on interactive units like this, and they were given $3,000 each of equipment, and then Anthony's also buying smartboard Mimios for different rooms. So they're going to be up to speed and able to do this by the time they've completed this thing.
So that's fourth grade. I mean, obviously that's a very small portion of our school. It doesn't.
If it's a focus, then resources from PTA and Anthony will go in those places, and then also with our staff development funds and whatever, then we would work on concentrated training on that. But there are schools that want to do everything, and you can't do everything, you know.
And just a heads up, we just ordered 8 Mimios, which is a smartboard technology. It's interactive whiteboards for our building. So, and we asked the PTA to buy 2 more and some mini grants, and that will be half of our teachers. So we'll get half this year already and get half next year. So we're looking at having interactive whiteboards in all of our classrooms already, but just to start up next year. So it's a good start. So this is whether we come together as a community and say 21st century is the way we want to go. We know that we need to add technology, and we're making that step right now. So the foundation's being laid as we speak. We'll get
the other thing is, if that great thing would happen in November through the election thing, then you'll be in good shape.
So I guess, what is the actual change? We're already ordering the technology. Is it just a change in, does it actually change the curriculum itself to be more project-based? I'm not comprehending where, we're already ordering the technology.
It takes time and effort for, it takes time, like the fourth grade teachers, we're allowing a lot of time to train, to teach, to help them write things and share with other fourth grades. But if you're going to plan a unit like this where a second grader is going to be marketing and calling and doing and whatever, it's a different way of teaching, and it takes a lot of upfront planning. So and training for teachers and how to do it, because we're used to doing things for kids.
Sure. And I think that's the big thing, and I know that we're going to switch here in a second, but it's the time frame. And this is something that the parents are interested in going this direction. Right now we're looking at the ideas, and once we get the ideas and just that concept, that framework, which direction we're going, the next step then is that timeline. What's the timeline of the training and the professional development and the implementation? So we're just looking at, is this an idea you like? Do you like going down the road of this 21st century project-based, and how could, if we implemented that, would that
And the other thing, it's teen, like the third grade teen would be talking about this, so it wouldn't be hit and miss. You know, all third graders would get those experiences.
If we need to get more information, where would you suggest we go? So we can
Um,
find information.
several
Can
places.
you send me a really place?
The Buck Institute
Okay.
is online, and you can Google project-based learning. The George Lucas Foundation, he funds a lot of project-based learning schools because he believes in it. Edutopia. And to find these little things, I Googled project-based learning and 21st century skills.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen.
Great.
That's really